Hi everyone, and welcome to How Our Garden Grows. In this video, I want to take a look at seed starting cabbage variety seeds. And so this one that I'm growing here, kind of the reason why I'm sowing it so early in January, even in my zone, it's a little bit early for a lot of cabbage varieties because some can take a little bit more of a freeze than others. This one is a little bit more versed in taking the frost and the freezes. So the January King, you can see the difference in the days to maturity. So 160 to 210 days. So I'm probably a little bit on the backside, a little bit more behind on this type of variety if I'm going to try to get it out in my area. I'm still looking at maybe a midsummer harvest for this one to actually get the head to develop. These will produce larger heads. Definitely, they're larger plants. These can get somewhere, in between about, 2 or even 3 feet wide, I would say, for the full width of these plants. So you want to make sure you have enough space for these type of plants here. So you can kind of see the seeds here. It's going to be a similar depth, similar sort of thing that I've been talking about for most cabbage variety crops. Is you want to sow them about 1/4 of an inch deep. I'm doing my usual styrofoam cups. Sometimes I can do the seed cells. I think those definitely work as well. I like these. You get a little bit of a deeper production out of these, and then I can split these 4 ways, which I will do. I've said it before in other videos. I'm going to do it with this video as well, show you how to divide these plants and pot them up so they can get larger. And we're just going to keep potting them up until they're ready to go into their final location, whether it be a larger pot outside or whether it be in the actual garden and in a bed somewhere. So we'll take a look at all of that, but let's take a look at purposes of sowing. So similar thing as my other videos, I've got my loose seed starting mix, and it is pre-moistened and packed down securely. I've got little 1/4 of an inch divots, 4 of them. And so we're gonna go ahead and now put the seeds in. So the seeds are in. You can take a look at them there. They're small beaded varieties. They look very, very, very similar across all the cabbage varieties. So please make sure that, again, I can't stress it enough, that you label what you are sowing, because especially with the cabbage family variety, anything that you do when we talk about it, when it gets warmer, tomatoes, peppers, you're gonna get confused. The plants all look very, very similar. There are some distinct differences between them, but most of them look very, very similar. So you're not going to be able to tell or remember what plants you sown. So please make sure that one of the first things you do is you make sure you label them. One of the pitfalls that I honestly run into. So once you get done sowing them in the holes, don't need to be super careful with that. What you're gonna wanna do is pack them in, then you're gonna water it in lightly on the top, pack it in again, just make sure it's nice and secure, and then you're gonna wait for germination. Germination for these kind of cabbages, at least this variety, is anywhere between 5 and 17 days. So a little bit more of an extended germination period. Some cabbage varieties are all going to germinate within 5 days. So it's really pretty quick for a lot of varieties. The January King, you might have to wait a little bit more for them to germinate in this case. So that's pretty much it for sowing cabbages. Thanks again for watching, and please like and subscribe and check out our other YouTube videos. Thanks again.